Ever wondered how two visionaries turned a family business into a billion-dollar empire? Dive into the wild journey of Patrizio Bertelli and Miuccia Prada. Leather crafts to iconic nylon bags, epic art ventures, and a scandal that shook the luxury world. Don't miss this insane story. Patrizio Bertelli was born in 1946 in the Tuscan city of Arezzo, Italy, and his early years were marked by a deep curiosity and entrepreneurial spirit. Unlike others in his town who pursued conventional careers, Bertelli was drawn to craftsmanship and business from a young age. As a university student at age 21, he founded his first leather goods company, Sir Robert. Though young, Bertelli showed impressive drive and creativity, focusing on high-quality leather accessories that were distinct from other offerings on the market. This fledgling business became the first step in a series of bold moves that would shape his journey. Miuccia Prada, born Maria Bianchi in Milan in 1949, was raised in a family deeply entrenched in both the luxury and political worlds. As the granddaughter of Mario Prada, founder of the Prada brand, Miuccia was well acquainted with high fashion, but initially resisted stepping into the family business. In the 1970s, Miuccia's interests diverged as she pursued political science at the University of Milan and explored artistic expressions, including mime training at the Piccolo Teatro. Miuccia was also active in the Italian Communist Party and a supporter of women's rights, indicating early on her commitment to progressive causes and independence. These formative years of activism and exploration would later define her as a designer, endowing her with a sense of intellectualism and social awareness that she would inject into Prada. Their paths crossed serendipitously at a trade fair in the late 1970s. Miuccia had joined the family business reluctantly, initially overseeing the design of leather goods. Patrizio, meanwhile, was already making a name for himself with his leather craftsmanship. The two were introduced, and what began as a professional collaboration quickly deepened into a personal relationship. Patrizio recognized the potential of the Prada brand and brought a disciplined business mindset that complemented Miuccia's creative flair. Together, they envisioned a path forward for Prada that would revolutionize the company and eventually the luxury industry. As Miuccia and Patrizio took the reins of Prada in the late 1970s and early 1980s, they devised a unique strategy that distinguished the brand from other luxury houses. Under Patrizio's guidance, they adopted a vertically integrated model, a novel approach in the luxury sector at the time, enabling Prada to control every facet of production, from raw materials to final retail. This approach, which Bertelli fiercely championed, set a precedent for quality and consistency across Prada's products, ensuring that each item reflected their shared vision. Patrizio also oversaw Prada's meticulous expansion strategy, opening new locations across Italy and later the globe, all while keeping a tight hold on production and distribution to maintain quality. Miuccia brought a daring and intellectual edge to Prada's designs. In 1985, she introduced Prada's now iconic line of black nylon handbags. These bags broke conventions, challenging the notion that luxury had to be represented by rare and costly materials. Instead, they were crafted from durable nylon, a material her grandfather had previously used for steamer trunks. These bags were unassuming in their elegance, appealing to those who valued understated style and challenging the loud, logo-driven designs of the time. They became Prada's first true commercial success, earning a following among celebrities and fashion enthusiasts alike. In 1988, Miuccia debuted Prada's women's ready-to-wear collection, featuring minimalist cuts, neutral palettes, and intellectual designs that drew inspiration from classic aesthetics but with a modern, avant-garde twist. By merging art and fashion, Miuccia introduced a concept known as ugly chic, a style that defied traditional beauty standards and embraced unconventional shapes and patterns. This idea resonated with fashion-forward individuals who saw beauty in the atypical and helped Prada establish itself as a leader in modern fashion. In the years that followed, Patrizio's strategic vision continued to drive Prada's growth. He secured exclusive wholesale accounts with upscale department stores and sought out prestigious retail locations worldwide. This strategy brought Prada to the forefront of the fashion world, and by the 1990s, the brand was synonymous with sophistication and intellectual luxury. Together, they built a brand known not just for its style, but for the statement it made about individualism and defying norms, traits that have since become hallmarks of the Prada name. In 1992, Miuccia launched Miu Miu, a brand named after her childhood nickname. Created as a subsidiary line, Miu Miu offered a fresh perspective in the fashion world. While Prada was refined, elegant, and sometimes austere, Miu Miu was playful, youthful, and experimental. The line allowed Miuccia to explore a different creative direction, appealing to a younger demographic and expanding Prada's reach in the luxury market. The contrasting identities of Prada and Miu Miu showcased Miuccia's versatility as a designer and allowed the company to establish itself as a multifaceted fashion powerhouse. During this time, Patrizio saw an opportunity to expand Prada's influence through strategic acquisitions. In the 1990s, Prada acquired stakes in several prestigious fashion brands, including Helmut Lang, Jill Sander, Church & Co., and eventually partnered with LVMH to purchase a stake in Fendi. These moves strengthened Prada's position in the luxury industry, allowing it to become a significant player in the global market. Though not all acquisitions were smooth, Prada eventually sold many of its stakes in these companies. The ventures showcased Patrizio's ambition to build a diversified luxury conglomerate. Patrizio's commitment to global expansion continued through Prada's epicenters, innovative flagship stores designed by world-renowned architects like Rem Koolhaas and Herzog and de Meuron. These stores were more than retail spaces. They were artistic and sensory experiences, reflecting Prada's ethos of merging fashion, technology, and architecture. The epicenters became cultural landmarks, solidifying Prada's reputation as a brand that went beyond traditional luxury to create experiences that blended fashion with art and technology. As the Prada empire expanded, so too did the challenges it faced. In the early 2000s, Prada incurred significant debt due to its ambitious expansion and acquisition strategy. To mitigate this, Patrizio and Miuccia pursued an IPO, listing Prada on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange in 2011. This move provided the company with much-needed capital, but also came with heightened scrutiny and regulatory demands, marking a new era of accountability and transparency for Prada. Despite their achievements, Patrizio and Miuccia encountered legal challenges. In 2014, they faced a tax investigation from Italian authorities who accused the couple of tax evasion. The issue was eventually resolved after they paid approximately 470 million euros in a settlement, but the investigation cast a shadow over their reputation. Patrizio, who has often spoken about transparency and integrity in business, weathered the controversy with his characteristic resolve, publicly emphasizing Prada's commitment to legal compliance and ethical practices. Prada has also faced scrutiny over issues of cultural sensitivity. In 2018, the brand came under fire for producing items that resembled offensive racial caricatures, a move that was met with significant backlash. Prada promptly issued an apology, withdrew the products from stores, and took proactive steps by establishing a Diversity and Inclusion Advisory Council, co-chaired by Ava DuVernay and artist Theaster Gates. This initiative underscored Miuccia and Patrizio's dedication to learning from their mistakes and fostering a more inclusive brand ethos. One of Prada's most defining ventures has been its engagement with the art world. In 1993, Patrizio and Miuccia founded Fondazione Prada, a cultural institution dedicated to promoting contemporary art, philosophy, and cultural discourse. The foundation's projects span a wide range of disciplines, from visual art to film and architecture, reflecting the couple's belief in the transformative power of the arts. Fondazione Prada has established itself as a leader in the art world, hosting exhibitions that challenge traditional perspectives and encouraging cross-disciplinary collaborations. In 2015, the foundation opened a permanent location in Milan, designed by Rem Koolhaas's architecture firm OMA. The space is a testament to Prada's commitment to pushing boundaries. It is part gallery, part cinema, part performance space, and even includes a cafe designed by filmmaker Wes Anderson. Through Fondazione Prada, Miuccia and Patrizio have created a cultural hub that not only supports contemporary artists, but also deepens the connection between fashion and art, bridging the gap between commercial success and intellectual exploration. While Miuccia brought creative brilliance to Prada, Patrizio's business acumen ensured the company's sustainability and growth. Known for his meticulous attention to detail and uncompromising standards, Bertelli is described by colleagues as both an exacting leader and a visionary strategist. He was unafraid to make unconventional moves, such as breaking storefront windows he found displeasing and rearranging displays just hours before major openings. Yet, his dedication to excellence has been a defining force in Prada's success. Bertelli's approach to business was centered on transparency and meritocracy. He fostered a corporate culture that valued openness and encouraged young managers to take on real responsibilities, a rare approach in the traditionally hierarchical luxury industry. His belief in empowering employees, particularly the next generation, has helped Prada maintain a cutting-edge approach that appeals to younger audiences while preserving the brand's integrity. Prada's focus on sustainability is one of the couple's most significant recent initiatives. Recognizing the environmental impact of the fashion industry, they introduced the Re-Nylon line, made from recycled ocean plastics, setting a new standard for eco-conscious luxury. Additionally, Prada has collaborated with UNESCO on projects to educate youth about ocean conservation, highlighting their commitment to environmental causes. In the context of Prada's future, Bertelli and Miuccia have been preparing for succession. In 2023, they appointed Andrea Guerra as CEO to guide the company while their son, Lorenzo, gains experience across various leadership roles. This arrangement ensures Prada's stability during the transition, preserving the family legacy while allowing for new perspectives in the evolving luxury market. The legacy of Patrizio Bertelli and Miuccia Prada is far-reaching, extending beyond the realm of fashion into cultural and intellectual spaces. Prada is not only a symbol of luxury, but also of progressive values, artistic engagement, and environmental responsibility. The couple's shared vision has built an empire that is both a global powerhouse and a cultural institution, inspiring future generations to pursue innovation without compromising authenticity. Patrizio's strategic mind and Miuccia's fearless creativity have fused to create a brand that constantly reinvents itself. Their legacy is one of timeless elegance, intellectual depth, and social consciousness, a testament to the power of partnership in building a legacy that transcends material success. Prada's influence will undoubtedly endure, continuing to shape the fashion world and inspire both consumers and creators alike.